First you add the butter, butter, butter. Then you crack the eggs, eggs, eggs. Add 3 cups of sugar, sugar. Like, that's all I'm doing for the whole thing. Is like, I'm just gonna do a recipe, and then I have a poem and auto tunes. Just because. Hey, I'm Mr. Fun. These are the lyrics of my life. And I'm doing a song for 2 minutes and 13 seconds, and the title song is Nigga What You Gonna Do? And for 2 minutes and 13 seconds, that's all I say. I don't say nothing else. I go, nigga, what you going to? Nigga, what you going to? Nigga, what you going to? What you going to? Like, that's all I'm saying for the whole song. Like, and it's like, and when you hear it, like, the beat has like this bass line in it that you like, I should not be dancing to this song, you know, but like, it's like just too fresh. It was a competition, it was a slam. So, you know, it's my first time slamming at Apache. I'm like, well, let me just kick it kind of lighthearted, you know, like not really do something. And I just kind of took it way back. I was talking about like Transformers, you know, G.I. Joe, the whole 9. And I was like, all right, I think I did good. Dude, my score, like one person gave me like a 3.5 out of 10. And I was like, for real, like I could see if I messed up. You know, I think you should at least start with a 5 for the fact that I got through my poem. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, it was entertaining, but then another poet came up. I'm not gonna mention her name because, you know, I love her and all, but dude, she got up there and did a poem about confronting the girl who was like messing with her man. And it wasn't even a poem, it was like a 3-minute rant. And I mean, and she's talking like all this stuff, like when you kissing him, you tasting me and all this other stuff. And it had no flow, it had nothing to it, but it galvanized the crowd. And then she got like a 30, and I was like, for real, I'm about to quit slam right here, right now. Like, I tap out. Like, at that moment, I was like, I'm tapping out. They say in prison there are 2 things you remember. The day you come in, the day you go out. I didn't want to be remembered like this. Russell Brand, Jude Law, Lil Wayne, leopard print jeggings. Hi, I'm Skinny Jeans, and I'm an epic man failure. There seems to be an outbreak of tight-panted boys and men running around. Please stop. Take them off. You probably can't. Your manhood is now under hostile restraint. Now, we've all done some things we're afraid to admit to, but nothing should come between your testicles and you. Now, when this all started, no one expected me to end up here as an epic man failure, like the man purse. I was the evolution of stretch pants and straight legs. Women wore me like they should, close like comfort. I made things look smaller than they seem, you know. What man in his right mind wants to downsize his ego? We're talking men who survived the Holocaust of hammer pants, the slavery of tracksuits and herringbones. Who could forget the dark days of old men and throwbacks? These same men laying on the bed, squeezing, tugging fistfuls of cotton, men trying to stuff things into the most disgraceful of places. And if that ain't disturbing enough, for reasons I don't know, I began to sink lower and lower. Sagging skinny jeans, this has got to be my lowest point. Did they get stuck or did you give up? This is a cry for attention. When is enough enough? Because now it has spread to the kids. You see, pants that are tighter than a blood pressure sleeve are bound to cause problems. I mean, you can blame Justin Bieber's mindless behavior on loss of oxygen to the brain. It's a recipe for disaster when there's an outbreak of boys, men, wearing skinny jeans, thinking that this shit is okay. I was ready to end it all, shred myself in effigy if this nonsense didn't stop, and that's when I found the Epic Man Failure Support Group. Slowly, we began the peeling off process, reuniting men with their manliness, reminding them when your man parts are treated with love and care, they provide you with years of maintenance-free service. They say in prison there are 2 things you remember. Let this be the day you come out of those skinny jeans. I know you're hurting in secret places, and remember, don't let anything come between you and your testicles. And here's what I tell people. I say, look, when everybody in my crew, when we blow up Chew8, right? Everybody on my clique, gasoline powered turtlenecks. What?
I was listening to the guys talk about the poetry. Like, I've been writing like short stories when I was like 8 and 9 years old, which eventually became little songs, you know, along the way, little hymns. So really, that's how it started. Listening to music, not my own music, because I never really got to listen to my own music. I listened to stuff like Bobby Blue Bland, because that's what my mama listened to, Luther Vandross. My name is Vaughn Shore, and these are the lyrics of my life. I get a lot of my following on YouTube. I do a lot of YouTube videos. I think now with the social media, the music game has changed so much as far as how to get out there. Like before, you had to get a mixtape together and pump it out your trunk of your car, but I just sing on the internet and people comment and they say, oh my God, you sound so good, you sound so great. And I take requests and it's like my own little audience.
I know you call me on my phone again. I claim that I'm supposed to be your man. I don't know why the hell me and someone else are texting on the phone. I know I've done wrong, baby. I know, I hear you, baby. Quit saying and say you leave, 'cause I need you here with me. Please stay and say you love me. Why won't you? 'Cause I don't wanna be caught up in these streets. So stay and say you love me. Why won't you? Why you wanna leave me, baby? I know I drove you oh so crazy. I didn't want to, and then I wanted to really love you, but I didn't love no one. I now understand what kind of game I was playing on you, babe. I just want you to know that I'm not gonna play no more. Quit saying and say you leave, 'cause I need you here with me. Please stay and say you love me. Why won't you? 'Cause I don't wanna be caught up in these streets. So stay and say you love me, my baby. Oh baby, I know I need you, baby. My baby, I know I love you, baby. And I wanna love like anyone, and I wanna trust like anyone, and I wanna feel like anyone, and you've got to give me another chance. Quit saying and say you leave, 'cause I need you here with me. Please stay and say you love me. Why won't you? 'Cause I don't wanna be caught up in these streets. Please stay and say you love me. Why won't you stay?
So I think it's right now music, there is a transition where people are actually getting ready to start listening to real music again, real singers like Luther Vandross, people that can carry a tune and just put their heart into it.
Back in the day, it was consequences in the gangster music. It was gangster, but they let you know the consequences of being gangster too. Now it's just like go in, we going in, just go in. Like why? You know what I'm saying? They don't never come back around and say if you go in, you know what I'm saying? We may end up like this, but they don't never give you the flip side of the game. So all the kids, all the young cats that's coming up, they think, they making money, they all right doing it. I'm pretty smart, I can do the same thing. And it's like the cats, they find out too late. They find out too late that they was on the wrong path. Now they 30, now they realizing they're on the wrong path. They lost 10 years of their life, either going to jail or just acting a knucklehead, living in their mama's basement, not feeding themselves with the soulful music that they need. Then they trying to transition over, and by that time, shit, you need a job.
When the opportunity gone.
Microphone check 1, 2. Yo, this is Focus ATL. These are the lyrics of my life.
Michael Baisden had a book called High on White Man Chief, and he had a seminar for it at the World Congress Center, and he was opening up with spoken word. I had never been to a spoken word venue or anything by that time. I went to go just see what it was about. Got there, they said it started at 6, it actually started at 8, and so I started helping them set up while they're just out there anyway. And then, we was called joking around while we was doing it, and Mike came up to me and said, who are you? You know what I'm saying? I said, no, I just came here to watch the show, man. I got here early, boom, boom. He said, but you cool, man. We all joking around. I didn't know who Michael Basin even was. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he's like, man, you cool, man. So what you do? You know, I said, I write a little poetry. I came to see. I said, people said, come down and check out your poetry. So he said, oh, you a poet? He kept coming out, oh, you a poet? I said, yeah, I'm a poet. He said, you dope? I said, hell yeah, I'm dope. No, I'm just talking shit.
Right,
you know,
right, you got to.
I'm dope. He said, well, mama, you want to perform what? I said, I mean, I'll tear all this shit down, bro. Ain't nobody better than me, you know. I'm from Flame from Chicago, so we got this little Midwest type thing going. And we laughed, but we said, all right, you on the show then. You on the show then. Be back here at 7:30. His phone rang and he walked away immediately before I catch him and say, nah, dog, I'm just tripping with you.
Right.
He walked away. Next thing you know, his assistants came up to me saying, you know, I heard you on the show. When we won, what's your name? So we put you down. I was like, oh, shit.
This thing real.
Focus. That's my name.
Wow.
Focus.
So that's how you came up with the name?
That's how I got my name.
Wow, it's just like, just do it
Just
out
like
there.
that. I stuck with it.
This is one of the illest time periods ever known. So I wrote this holy matrimony between the streets, the police, this peace, my heart's metronome. Every day this nation of millions gets welcomed to the Terror Dome. When you leave your home, be careful when you cross that threshold, because life is stuck on test mode. Once you get locked in, ain't too many ways to let go. Even those with flavor, they just a seasoned vegetable that got used to the heat. Now they wearing carrots, they putting juice to the beats. Young cats ain't playing, they saying ain't no stopping me from steaming broccoli and turning powder and baking soda into cauliflower. That's why the DEA devours street credibility in the wee hours. Police sirens, they putting us on public display. Detectives, they dedicated to the homicide rate. It's amazing what they find on the scene they investigated in the first 48, and they ironically blame it on arts and entertainment. Actions speak louder than words, especially when explosions from gunpowder occurs. When the smoke clears, then the lights and the cameras and the action appears. Those that lost focus turn seconds to years. Those with baggage make their badges make their tragic batting average. Those with monthly quotas document the events over donuts and Folgers. Those involved in the brawl may never get their problem solved, because the family that took a loss and a tragedy, they feel the worst of all. For them, this is just one of the many issues written on the wall. A proper burial they couldn't even afford. They wanted to pursue justice to the fullest extent of the law, but the family attorney, he never passed the bar. I guess living happily ever after hardly ever happens after all. Maybe it's because the radio got swamp-infested lyrics. Our children continue to listen, while this capitalistic optimism beats their eardrums to submission. There's a need for new sound, so I started listening, and I found that I am the I am that I want to be, despite this capitalistic society. You see, my home away from home demands to be cloned deep within the ocean, beyond the moons and stars. It's so far, but yet so close. It's under hypnosis. It's sworn under God, the Bible, the Quran. They all forcing me to focus on more than just Sharon. The confines of my mind is infested with the essence of hip-hop, its original design. Years of reviewing the blueprints and doing live shows is proving that the shoe fits and it supports the same line. Every day, 21 MCs get ate up at the same time because the industry is capitalistic. Anything less than that is bad for business. That's why so much sadness sizzles like pig ass on Waffle House griddles when you think the game is simple. Putting your credentials over live instrumentals should be your resume that helps you elevate, or at least another way to place a homeless race back into real estate that appreciates you and makes you some revenue. Don't believe the lie that we're running out of time and avenues that can establish you some capital. I used to yabba dabba do over Jazzy Crews, but now I'm doing this thing because of you and you and you and all of the crew that's in here letting us do what we do, because poetry needs to be on the front page or the TV news or something that you need to see, because we are the new verse 48, me and the crew, one time.
When they shut down Buckhead, it was like, you know, there was better ways to handle it than that, you know.
Yeah, sure.
They clubs close at 2, 3 o'clock, and now tourists, when they come to Atlanta, ain't got nothing to do. They ask what's going on, I can't even tell them. I'm a promoter in the city. I know different spots to go, little lounges that I like to go to listen to live music, but it ain't,
Here's joke number one. I'm gonna give y'all a preview of just how silly and insane I am. Okay, so a pirate walks into a bar with a steering wheel in his pants. And the bartender goes, "Whoa, dude, what's doing that steering wheel in your pants?" The pirate goes, "Arg, it's driving me nuts."
These are the lyrics to my life. I've been down this road a dozen times, and I'm going on the road, and I'm slowly on my goal. These are the lyrics of my life. I've been down this road a dozen times, and I'm on the road, I'm on the road.
There is no difference between a white sheet and a white tee, except now it's cool to see black people dying to hang. Believe me, it's easy to say George Bush didn't care about black people, but the last time I checked, black people don't even care about black people. And I wonder why. Upper and middle class kids hear 30 million positive words from the womb to age 3 on average. Lower class kids hear 2 million words that ain't all positive. You see, they are beat into submission, told, "Shut up when I'm talking, no matter how bad it hurts," or "I'm gonna beat the black off you if you don't stop crying and do as you're told." This is no way to bring up children. This is a method to condition slaves. Now, some would argue and say this is the way that I was raised, but therein lies the problem. You see, we are raising slaves instead of training leaders. We call each other God, even though we are non-believers. We bury the N-word in a field of dreams. You niggas must be out your cotton, picking mine if you believe that these modern-day homo thugs was effective.
Downtown with the underground sound until 1 in the morning, keys in both hands, black and white ivory, metronome timing me in this facility with the digital live instrumental, taking the spiritual to the ultimate. 100% proof got me bent to the extent, surrounded by the sounds, rough beats, Egyptian incense. Engineering the difference between the highs and lows, cons and pros, platinum and gold until the microphone explodes. Representing those in time frozen studios, lyrical extraordinaires, musicians, poets, engineers. We find time to assign rhymes to the other sides of our mind, wondering how we can feel it inside, that soul, that LOVE that makes us continuously take it to the next level. Because I'm not about the devil, I'm about heaven. If you're not about that, yo, roll a 7 or an 11, because I'm about that 9, total completion, taking it to this other reason in the other side of my brain, because it makes me feel the way I want to feel about the game. This game is tainted. I just want to go to a wall and paint it. Even though I'm not a graffiti artist, I work my hardest as a poet and a lyricist, because that's what I'm doing, because I get with this FOCUS, continuous, with this FLINT vibe inside of me, and that's what I'm going to continue to do, because I'm on the road with these lyrics of my life.
These
Yes.
are the lyrics to his life. He's been down this road a dozen times, and he's on the road, and we're on the road, and we're on the road. These are the lyrics to my life. I've been down this road a dozen times, and I'm on the road, I'm on the road, I'm on the road.
Yeah.